Welcome back, guys. It's Josie or Josal, and I'm back with another video. No climactic build up this time. Invincible. Oh my god. An 8-episode show that makes each episode feel like a movie. An 8-episode show that packs so many different painfully real situations that so many people can relate with without alienating its audience because it's supposed to portray superheroes. I'm not going to say that Invincible is the best show of all time because trust me, it's not. But what it manages to do in 8 episodes, 45 minutes long, is impressive. Impressive being an understatement. I'm just going to go over a few things that makes Invincible so entertaining and equally parts disturbing. Keep in mind that there is a season 2 and even 3 in the works, so this will be a video to add on to in the future. You know, subscribe if you don't want to miss that. Anyway, Invincible does many things well. It takes your generic superheroes and adds them to a world where it feels a lot more real. Even though it's not the first show to do this, in recent memory it feels like it's up there in terms of the outcome and execution. It makes the world feel realistic in its interactions without taking itself too seriously. The relationship between Mark and his family comes off as super genuine instead of a perfect depiction of some kid in the suburbs. Speaking of Mark, his best friend is gay. It's pretty cool because it breaks down some of the ideas of masculinity in society, and you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not a big stickler for that kind of stuff, but I still think it's pretty cool that they did that. It portrays a nice progression in shows being released and lends itself to more untouched ideas we may see in the future. You know, I'm not saying that the gay best friend is an untouched idea. I'm more so talking about ideas that aren't really explored in fiction. Something I noticed as well is the fast character progression. We see Mark go from your average teenager to a superhero within the first episode. If pulled off right, I really enjoy that because I have the attention span of a sperm cell. It moves fast enough for me not to get bored, but slow enough for me to understand what's going on. There were some hilarious moments like in this clip.
I know who you are!
Oh, you don't?
And also this one. They also mentioned Reddit in episode 6, which hit me like a ton of bricks because I use Reddit, guys. Wow, they really appealed to me. I absolutely love these because it was a release after dealing with all of the heavy ideas that Invincible brought along with it. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention those. Yeah, I'm gonna assume you've watched the show already, but Omni-Man kills all of the Guardians of the Globe for some mission that he's carrying out to take over the world for his home race. He's fucking Superman. If Superman had a home planet that was at the peak of survival of the fittest and played that game like it was fucking patty cake. I doubt Omni-Man is the strongest of his race, but I'm actually curious what that would look like. Don't get me wrong, the feats Omni-Man can pull off are pretty astounding, but nowhere near what we get with Superman. I mean, hell, even his own 17-year-old son traded blows with him for a bit until, well, you know, the memes.
Think, Mark!
Speaking of that scene and the ones that come before it, it's almost too hard to watch at times. Trust me, I can stand gore, that doesn't bother me, it was just, this felt way too real. Watching a father fucking beat his son's face in with hundreds of random civilians because they were that weak just comes off as brutal as hell. In human terms, Omni-Man is absolutely evil. Similar to Hitler, he may think what he's doing is right, but to humanity, it's evil because it seems undeserved. These humans are to him what ants are to humans. They don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things, and his mission is what's important. However, I think when Omni-Man left the planet, he carried with him a small piece of humanity because he didn't kill his son when he probably very much could have. The open-ended conclusion that we got at the end of episode 8 leaves a lot to be anticipated while they work on the next season, and I don't know about you, but I fucking can't wait to watch it. Anyways, as always, these were just my thoughts and opinions. Feel free to disagree. Actually, I encourage you to, so we can discuss it in the comments. Make sure you recommend me more shows, manga, or video games to talk about, and I'll look at them in the comments. And yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. Thanks, guys.